I really don't know how I missed this one, but there is a new Left 4 Dead style game called the Anacrusis, and the best way I can describe it is No One Lives Forever meets Left 4 Dead. And for those who have played No One Lives Forever will know instantly what I'm talking about, that bright, vibrant orange and those kind of swinging 60s gadgetry and stylism. And I'm going to say it now, I am totally here for it. Anyway, if you're looking for more details, here's everything that I have found out so far. So it's being made and published by Stray Bombay. This is the first title that they are pushing out, but the developers on it are no stranger to games. It is made up of Chet Felicek, and it is also made up by Kimberly Vole. Kimberly Vole is a ex-Riot designer, and Chet Felicek is the previous writer for Left 4 Dead. No surprise there. And if you've had a look at the footage so far, you'll instantly see kind of like the overlaps to the series. So in terms of actual release, it's not too far away. So it's coming out on the 13th of January 2022, but it will be released in early access form. Now you can get it on the PC, and I know you can get it on Xbox Game Pass. Now the reason that they have stated that they've put it into early access, obviously a lot of people will be, the usual, oh well, it's for financial reasons, get some early kind of money in through the door. But what they've actually said is that they've stated that when they release a game, things almost immediately change as soon as players start to get their hands on it. And I kind of agree with this sentiment. It's actually not a bad reason to put this into early access. I suppose arguably you could say, well, why not put it into a beta then? But I suppose they don't get the financial incentive then either. But essentially they have built the core of the game, and they're going to release 3 episodes for us to play. So very similar to how the old Left 4 Dead system worked, and 3 of them that we get to play around with. They do hope to release the full game between 9 and 12 months, so I'm guessing they've got the rest of the stuff in production as well at the moment. But in terms of price as well, they haven't got a price that they've settled on either, so that's still up in the air as well. Now there is an absolute ton of stuff to go through for this, so I'm going to do another video which will cover kind of the aliens and the weapons and all that, but I do want to talk about just some of the core things that the devs have told us so far. So similar with all the Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood, this kind of like 4-player co-op zombie horde survival style of game, they said that you're never going to fight the same battle twice. So in Anacrusis you have something called the AI driver, which controls every aspect of the game, and this is responsible for spawning in enemies, it spawns in the bosses, what weapons you get, gadgets and health kits, etc. Now the thing about Back 4 Blood to Left 4 Dead for me was the fact that it was very, very similar. It was kind of like Left 4 Dead 2.5, the engine was upgraded and looked very pretty. The thing with this game is that it's thematically completely different, and with that you're getting a whole set of new unique weapons that look really fun to play, and they are just literally an arsenal of classy, fun looking sci-fi weapons. And just to go over some, so there's stasis grenades, there's a shield grenade, you bring back people with something called the respawner, and they've even got weapons such as the laser rifle. Now, I don't know, maybe there's like some sort of playbook all these like co-op shooters are reading from, because in the, we've got the card system in Back 4 Blood. Well, in this one, you've got something called meta compliers, and they say meta compliers are spread throughout the game and give you access to dozens of perks that will change the way that you play. Stack all of your upgrades to power up the last resort pistol or boost your defense by supercharging your shield pulse. Unlock new perks as you play and share your unlocks with everyone on your team. And this is where I'm not sure. Is this similar to the card system, or is this like a skill tree that you have, or this is something that you unlock as you play the game? I am leaning towards the you do these upgrades as you play the game, and then every playthrough is different. But again, this is very similar to what we've seen before. But I'm not going to hate on it too much because it's a system that works and suits the genre. Now, in terms of story, which I probably should talk about, so apparently there's big old corporations, they've spread all over the world, you're on the fringe of the galaxy, and something has gone horribly wrong, there's been a big disaster, and then you have to basically survive the kind of like waves of impending aliens that are invading your locale and base. And to do this, and this is where I'm glad that they've got the Left 4 Dead writers, because they have a fantastic set of characters for their new story, and they are called Nessa, Guion, we'll go with Guion, Leo and Lance. And apparently there's a big old mystery of why the aliens are attacking, and you basically have to unfold the mystery of what is going on. And I'm completely okay with that because, you know, I enjoy a good zombie shooter, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to have kind of like a new tale, and maybe not, you know, necessarily just about surviving and living in this kind of pandemic style era. That there, you know, there's actually a different narrative, and, you know, maybe you can actually save the day at the end of it. And lastly, the biggest one that really caught my eye and I have much respect for, and yeah, Back 4 Blood aren't really doing too much on this front, is the fact that they have said that they are putting in mod support. In fact, I'll quote, they've put, "We love mods." And they said, "At Stray Bombay, we think that mods and modders who make them make games better. We're launching with a selection of mod tools created by community members. Want to create mods for Anacrusis, then join the Discord, blah, blah, blah." So yeah, they have kind of tightly wound their fingers into the community, and they're working together with them, and, you know, they're all there for it. So yeah, pretty good. I will say that I think this is actually built on the Left 4 Dead 2 engine, or the Half-Life Source engine. There are kind of like things that I'm spotting that seem very similar, kind of like the way models work in, well, the Source engine. So not necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, it is not a new built up from the ground up kind of thing, which is no surprising really, because it looks like it's a relatively small team. So there we have it. But yeah, that is the Anacrusis, and that is coming out relatively soon. I'll give you more updates on that. I'm really looking forward to actually playing it. So let me know what you think, and I will be back with more news and bits and pieces soon. So have a wonderful day.